y'all. I'm Haley and I'm not from the South, but I am from America.
Great city, my name is Dilara and I'm from Switzerland.
Good day, my name is Paul, I'm from the United Kingdom.
大家好，我是 Niki, I'm from China.
Kamusta? Ikinagala ko kayo mga kilala. Ako si Alicia from Philippines.
Hola, yo soy Andrea. I'm from Spain.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so what does it mean open to?
I would like to guess.
Okay, you
I have a guess.
15. No, I was watching the like American drama. Euphoria, yeah, that one. Oh wow,
yeah.
That's how high school in America. I don't want to send my children to America to go to high school.
I wouldn't want to either if it was like Euphoria. It's not like that.
The answer is 17.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Even in the States, we have a Romeo and Juliet law about underage people having sexual relationships with those that are technically of legal age. And so I think happy to hear 17 is out because that fits like Romeo and Juliet scenario as well.
In dramas and TVs about this, I must lose my virginity before prom. Is that
Yeah.
really a thing?
No, it's not a thing.
There's no shame in going to university as a virgin.
No. I mean, I still have friends who are still virgins, and like, there's no issues. Like, one of my friends so I'm like 23. One of my friends just had their first kiss with a guy. Like a few weeks ago. I know!
As you already told, like in movies and TV shows, it's always a pressure on the teenagers. If you're still a virgin, like I hope this pressure is not real.
It's not really a thing. There is, because of media, I think there is a pressure. Like, I didn't even kiss someone until I had moved out of the United States, and so I was really nervous because even like the first kiss, you know, there's like so much pressure in our media that I felt like it was, you know.
So you're not spending every Friday night on the make-out point then?
We don't have make-out points. It's not a thing. What? Not anymore. I mean, maybe some places.
Do you think that it changes depending on the weather of that area? Because I mean, you can show more skin maybe in LA or California than other places.
I think in LA there is an issue with like child actors being forced into things, so I think that's a little different.
I think we are similar to USA or even lower, maybe 15.
What is your age of consent? For like legally?
18.
18? Okay.
But I mean...
I would say close to America. I just think like Spanish people are really dancing culture, or generally like more open, like they like skinship, like hugging, kissing, all that. So maybe.
Oh yeah, we touch a lot.
Also, I heard the Spain they have the like naked beach.
Yes.
What?
We have.
Yeah, they have naked like men, they all naked in the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, they are really open-minded about this like body things.
I mean, 15, 17. One difference is we talk a lot about that. With our parents, we don't. I mean, I talk to my mom and I say everything, and also my mom maybe. We share all these kind of things, and between friends, I mean, it's the first topic when someone has boyfriend or girlfriend. Some people can think that it's disrespectful, like why are you talking about your intimacy or with your couple intimacy? But it's something like we take care. We want that you have a healthy relationship, so we share to know more and also maybe try this or do this. Yeah, we talk openly about it.
Never, no.
Like some people
You said you're sharing both ways, right? So you say your mom's sharing
I mean,
details about her.
And it's not that kind of, as you say, like in detail, but if I have like a problem and I have to go to the doctor or something, I don't know, like, Mom, how should I do this?
I have no idea what the average age of dating would be. Because there's so many people there.
Yeah. I think maybe 19. Maybe it's the time where you are in the college. You have more freedom when you are in the college.
I think in China there's a huge population skew, right? There's so many more men than women. So I read there's like millions and millions of men who can basically never have sex because there are. I wonder if that has any kind of impact on this statistic.
That's a smart point, actually.
But also in China you've got such a vast economic discrepancy between people living in the countryside, people living in Shanghai or Beijing.
I think it's gonna be over 20 because like in China the parents really push hard strict to their children and we don't allow to have the relationship to have the like boyfriend girlfriends before college. Yeah, that's
when you're in college then, do people oftentimes still live with their parents? Because I think that would affect if they're able to.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. We live with the parents.
Okay.
Lack of opportunity.
That's true. That's true. Over 20, yes. 20 to 20, yeah, that's true. No sex before you become adult and no relationship before you go to the college because parents in China they think the like relationship things gonna affect your scores. So never do that. So that's what my parents treat me. So if you want to have the relationship, use it secretly. It's like
In the States, it really depends on where you are, especially if you're in a really religious community, then oftentimes they won't teach you anything about sexual and reproductive health, no sex until marriage. And then you just have to figure it out with your partner. But like they just won't teach you. But like I have a British friend who told me that they learned how to put on condoms in school. And I thought, wow, that's got to be amazing. Because I didn't know what to do for the first time. I was like, what is this? Like, because cold.
it's cold to have sex.
Maybe.
That's higher than I would expect.
I would say that around me, people don't really talk openly about sex, but it's not really something that's taboo. So I still think it's not that young like in America. I would still think like 19, 18 maybe.
What is the cause? Because it's in Europe, like hotter countries have low average, but normally I guess in north and more cold places it's a little bit higher. So what do you think?
There's a specific reason.
Is the alcohol cheap? In Spain, the alcohol is very cheap. I mean, it's an influence.
Nothing is cheap in Switzerland.
Oh, 17.
Okay, not that bad.
I'm a bit off, but that's on me, so.
I think in Spain, I don't know if it happens in your countries. In the cities, I think people takes a little bit longer than in the little towns.
I think in the States as well.
Because we met each other more, we are closer. Normally these places are safe, so we are all the time in the street. And that makes many opportunities.
Do you have like sex education?
Yes, we have that.
Condom on February.
I think it was on a banana, like, yeah.
You've got a Toblerone right there, and you're gonna.
It's really a new thing.
It's just a joke.
Okay.
Low.
I think
Low,
it's
But I think like Switzerland, like
yeah.
70.
I think 70, but depends when they go to Mallorca. If they go to Mallorca very early.
So in the UK, there's two sets of exams. You take one set of exams when you're 16, and then one set of exams when you're 18.
Yeah.
And a lot of people go on holiday after those sets of exams too. Mallorca, there'll be a lot of people who will do it in Mallorca when they're 16 and
Yeah, actually I was very surprised.
you were talking about TV programs in America.
Yeah,
There's a very famous UK TV program called The In-Betweeners, which is set in the UK high school, and there's one guy on there who's like, every time he's like, did this, did that, and in fact he's I've done absolutely nothing. And I expect there are a lot of people like that.
Does media affect a lot about your sex culture?
Yes. I'm sorry, yes. I was thinking for myself.
Yeah, in the UK there's quite open about having sex at a young age on TV. So
You
I don't know
get
if that's really
used.
reflecting as a 15.
Wow.
That's too much. 70.
16.
Oh.
There's a very famous phrase called where people like say no sex please we're British, and the fact that British people used to be very Victorian and kind of repressed and not talk about sex. But in reality, if you go back and look at history, all the aristocrats, the upper classes had their mistresses and doing this, that and the other, just didn't talk about it. So sexual jokes as well.
That I've seen like on British media.
We have that too. It's very inside of our limit. That sounds awful.
Are you okay like if your kids have sex in this age?
That's the thing.
But it's not legally age. So are you okay if this happens
I
to
think-
your future?
Personally, I think the age in the UK is probably 16 anyway, the age of consent.
Okay.
And I mean,
I don't want to know it. Oh, that is in reggaeton in the Philippines.
in the Philippines, have a lot of children at a very young age, right?
Yes, yes,
So-
you're right. Yeah, age is a little bit lower because in the Philippines, when I'm studying in high school, we didn't have sex education, so we didn't have that kind of like subjects or topics in the school. So many kids like me on my younger generation, if we are curious, we are just watching movies, porns. So because we never learned it in school, so we learned it from watching. We got curious, so we do it with partners. So yeah, I don't want to downgrade Philippines guys, but it's the reality. There are lots of teenage pregnancies. I hope that they will add the sex education in the school, so the children will be like open-minded. Oh, this is what will happen to me when I do this, or if I don't do contraceptives or like condoms.
What age do you think it is?
So for me, it's 14, 15. Because I watched a documentary of 13 years old being pregnant. Oh, so I say, oh no, it's really saddening. They don't have a proper guidance from the parents and from the school. Just by hearing from other people, oh, it's a good feeling. You must feel this. It's very good. So, yeah, and then that happened. I think, yeah, 14, 15.
And I read that in the UK that's kind of a big problem as well, because porn is obviously not really like regular sex, right?
Oh yeah, right.
It's not about both partners' enjoyment.
People get the wrong idea about what sex should be like.
Yeah, in the States as well.
It normalizes certain sort of
But that is also reality, right?
Yeah.
It was very interesting getting to hear today.
Out of 10.
10.
Like,
Well,
it's like lie back with a cigarette.
well, out of 10, it was 10 out of 10. Very interesting to hear about what they know to of their country, because we haven't been everywhere ourselves.
For me, it's very interesting to learn about other sex culture because I really don't have any idea. So it's very new to me, and then I'm very happy also that I also share my sex culture, not generally, but my opinion.
I guess we've seen there's a wide variety of ages where people first have sex. I want to say to the viewers, there's no right answer, right? It's when you feel personally comfortable, so don't feel pressure to have or not to have, just do what feels right for you, and most importantly of all, make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Right.
So today we talked about different countries' sex cultures.
If you like this video,
Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave lots of comments.
Bye!